Portuguese
Yeah.
speaking audience from South America. Oh yeah, like FlutterFlow itself, not necessarily
Okay.
us, but
Yeah.
I have been asked numerous times to actually translate the entire no code UI platform to Spanish.
That's
Numerous,
awesome.
like multiple people. So I'm gonna have to get in touch with Jorge and Codio and work
Yeah.
on something. But
That's
yeah,
cool though.
welcome to the last live stream for a while. It won't be the last live stream, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
take a little break, traveling the next more or less month. And so I'm going to take a break from these live streams just so I can spend that time with my wife and work on projects that make money instead of just this stuff, which is fine. I enjoy doing this, but yeah, looking forward to traveling. And with that, we're going to be working with maps today. Mark and I both work on Clio projects now, and we actually have 3 projects that are utilizing this same structure, right? A map view, a list view, you click a map item, you get a, you get a little card at the bottom, or you get some details of that location. So what I thought was there's 2 things here. One is how to manage page state, how to make this toggle experience beneficial to the user, normal to the user, and then also like the toggle widget. How do you make the little thing, animate, right? We're not just going to use a toggle element. We're going to use 2 icons. We're going to use a little selected background. It's going to animate back and forth on toggle. So I've been doing these fun little things with implicitly animated containers. So you don't even have to use like animations at all. It's just like the implicitly animated container and then setting the width from a variable. So
That's cool, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
You're going to implement this in one of the projects. So it's
Sure.
going to be, this will
I'm a
be like
student right now. I'm just gonna be watching you.
yeah, no, this is good. So, and for all those that have joined No Code UI over the last week, I just want to say thank you. We've had some really great responses. I had a bunch of support tickets come in last weekend. I was able to take care of them on Monday. Well, most of them over the weekend, but Monday, like take care of them. And the problem that was continually reported is no longer being reported. So, yes. Wow.
Nice one.
Also, we are having a lot of people sign up and automatically start learning. So they're automatically like, signing up to a course, jumping into that course, which has been very,
that's good.
that's good. That's a high conversion mark. So
yeah.
Okay. Let's dive into Kareem. Thank you for joining, dude.
Yes. Welcome, Kareem.
Yeah. We've been lacking. We've been slacking on the marketing of these. We've been too heads down on actual projects. And what I realize is we need more people that can build beautiful apps in FlutterFlow for clients. So, okay, let's go ahead and do this. Like I said, we're going to have 2 things here. I've created this screen. It's actually going to be like find a ride, right? Find a ride. We are going to have, this is an app bar up here. We have a map. I'm in the desktop app, so you can't actually preview the map here, but in our actual like test mode, you can see it. So this is good. We're going to be able to test this with real locations, but the functionality is going to be the same. So how am I building this? It's a very common structure, right? Yelp, Uber. I don't know about Uber, but Yelp, any of these like on-demand service projects or any event project that has locations as a field for these events will probably utilize something like this, right? Where you have a list view of events and then you have a map view of those same events. So that's what we're going to do. The first thing we're doing, I have a stack here because on desktop, I have a sidebar and I want the map to sort of flow underneath that sidebar. So we're using a stack. You can use, but we're going to wrap this Google map into a conditional builder actually. So we're going to, we're going to remove this column here. We're going to wrap this in a conditional builder. And then we want that conditional builder to be based off of a page state, okay? We're going to use that toggle in a page state. So let's go ahead and set a page state for show map. We're going to do a Boolean here. We'll set it to We'll make it nullable. We'll set it to false, right? You're going to get a list view to begin with. If you want that to change, or if you want that to stay the same, so if you're viewing a list view or you're viewing a map view, let's say, you leave the page, you come back, and you want it to be the map view still, you can set this from an app state persisted instead of a page state. So just something to think of when you're utilizing state management. That's key. Where do you want it to, how persisted do you want it to be? So we have this page state. We can set the conditional builder now off that page state. We'll do single condition page state show map equals true. Okay. If so, we're going to show this map. And if not, we're actually going to show a list view. I'm just going to grab the list view from over here. Just going to grab that little guy and bring it back over. Okay. In the else. Perfect. Okay, so we have our first one. And actually, we don't need this backend call here. We're going to set this from a variable. So let's delete that. And let's set this list view from this backend call. So another thing, right? We are currently, this is a dynamic list of elements. So on the map, events, in the list, events. So we're going to have to do some rework on this component because we're passing a lot of parameters. So I'll do that. But we want one backend query. So I put it on a container here. And then on the map view, we have the ability to set the markers from those documents. And in this list view, we're going to do the same. We're going to say nearby rides. And we're just going to set those documents there. So that will be efficient. Okay. Now we're going to dive into this because I have all these stupid parameters because I created this component after the fact. And last week we talked about, hey, how do we always sort of talk about what is the best way to sort of pass stuff. For me, it's like the least amount of change. So in order to hook up all 8 of those things to this is very annoying. I would rather just pass a document into this and then hook everything up to that document. So if I ever need to change something, or if I utilize this component in multiple places, I'm not hooking up 8 parameters. I'm hooking up one parameter. Just pass a ride document into this. So I'm going to say ride ref or ride doc. Here, we're going to make it a doc reference or a document, rides, perfect. And now we can set all of these from that component parameter. We're going to say name. Okay. And I'm going to just copy and paste this. It's going to be a lot faster. Okay. Description. This is going to be date time, event time, and we need a date format of custom. I think it's just D. I think that's it. Okay, and then date time format. This is actually what we go through in our no-code UI platform, so please forgive me if you guys have already been through that. All right. Here, ride docs. We're going to connect our ride length there. And we have some parameters here. So this is going to be how many people are able to join. So we have number of riders, perfect. And then we have number of, let's see. Sorry, we're going to grab the riders list ID, number of items. So I've actually created a sub collection for participants, but for now that'll work. And we'll make sure that has a null value. So, yep, 0. Cool. The last thing here we will do cover image. Okay. Now let's see. What else do we need? Oh yeah, we need, whoa. Oh, everything's passing a cover image. LOL. We'll pass that ride document there. Well, what world? Document ride. Yeah. Okay. We'll just live with this. Nope. Nearby ride item. Perfect. That's what we want. Okay. Let's go back here. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay. Cool. So now we have this. We have a list view and we have a map view, okay, that you can't see in this platform. We have it on one single backend call, which is great. And now we want to add a toggle up here that allows you to switch back and forth between these. So what we're going to do is I have a UI toggle component. I'm going to make this a component and I'm going to add an action to it. Okay, an action parameter actually. So this is going to be action. Yeah, toggle. We're going to make that a little action. Do that. And we'll do that. And then we're going to pass in a Boolean as well. Okay, because we're going to pass in this from, again, if we wanted to do this from app state, we could just pass in, or we could utilize this Boolean from the app state, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to pass in a Boolean, and then we're going to set a Boolean. So show map. This show map Boolean is what we're going to, this component state is actually what we're going to be toggling this little thing back and forth on, but it's going to feed in to the page state. So again, mapping these things lower. Okay. I'm going to set a width of like 80 here. And on this row, I have two icons. I'm just going to space evenly there. That's pretty nice. Maybe we can even do a little bit of space in between. So 4. Perfect. Okay. The composition of this component, again, it's just going to be like a basic toggle. One's going to be a list view. So let's do a list here. This one is good. Okay. And one's going to be a map. So we have a stack here and we have a row in it. This is going to be icons. And let's make this container background primary because we want another row. And this row is going to be our selected state. Okay. We're going to remove those two icons. And we're going to add in just a little container. I'm going to say 36 by 40, something like that. Okay. On this stack, let's go ahead and, or on these rows now, let's make sure. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, yeah, this stack. Let's make our children adhere to the middle. So let's make them adhere to the middle. And then on this selected state, we have one container selected. And on that row, let's go ahead and set it to end space. Let's go ahead and give it some border radius as well. So maybe 6. That's perfect. As you can see, like it's sort of up into that. Yep, that's good. Okay, we're gonna make this 36 as well. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay. And then we're going to duplicate this. We're going to make this one empty. Okay. Now this is where all of this fun stuff goes. So we're going to make both of these implicitly animated. Ease in, ease out. 200. And on this empty one, I'm going to remove the fill color. And we're going to set the width of it based off of conditional value in the component state, Boolean. So if Boolean equals true, it's going to be 36. If it's not true, it's going to be 0. Okay. We're going to remove this item spacing actually because it will affect it. So, sorry. We'll just bring this down to 76. No, 72. Right? 36 by 36. He's perfect. Yes. Something like that. Okay. So this little empty container is going to be 0 if its map equals true. It's going to be 36 if map equals false. These icons as well, we can set from that variable so they can change colors. So we can say, well, we're just going to utilize the same variable here. So Boolean, I'm just going to copy that. And on this icon, I'm going to paste it on here. Boolean equals true. Let's change the return type to color. Nice. And we're going to say if true, primary. If false, gray text. Okay, but this one is actually the opposite. So let's do that. And let's copy this. Copy these. And it's true. This is great. We're gonna really see if this all works. There's a lot of state stuff we're gonna pass in. So okay. Now we're gonna have to see if this actually works. Let's see. It's on the page state. Here we have the component state. So here we can actually just toggle this. Oh yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. So here we're going to toggle. Okay. First, since we're passing that Boolean in, we're gonna set this show map from that Boolean. Okay, so we're gonna say update component state, update that, set the value to whatever the component parameter Boolean is. Okay. Oh my gosh. And I did all of those on Boolean and we're supposed to do it on show map. Apologize, guys. Don't do this on Boolean. Do this on the component state. There you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. We already said that. We're going to do all of this on the component state, not the parameter. The parameter won't update it. The component state will update it. Just so you guys know. Okay. Let's see. There's that. And there's that. And the empty state. So you can do all of this on the page itself, and it's much easier. Passing in parameters here and there and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and set this. We're going to update. So clicking on this, we'll do two things. We're going to update the component state. Okay. Show map. And we're just going to toggle the value. And then we're going to also execute the callback. So execute callback. Here you go. What this execute callback is going to do, it's going to provide us the ability to update the page state as well. So we're going to toggle this component state, which will trigger the stylization of this small widget or this small component. And then the execute callback will give us the ability to update that page state when we actually utilize this in the page. Okay. I think this is pretty much set. Now we'll find out. I'm going to come back here and instead of this ride, we're going to do it on the mobile. Let's go ahead and do UI toggle. Let's bring it up there. That's cool. Let's give it some space, space, and space. And then we can set this Boolean from our page state here, show map, and we're going to update. So we're going to update that page state as well here. Update page state, show map, and we're just going to toggle the value. Okay, now I did all of that, and I'm really hoping that I've never set it up that way before. We'll see. We'll see. But what it will do is it'll navigate, or it'll make this little background. Oh, Boolean. Okay, let's see. Where is this at? Main find ride widget. Okay. Yes. You just need to turn that nullable off. All good. We should be good to go now. It may give me another Boolean nullable error, but so all the document fields on the URL and the
That was
case.
quick though.
Yeah.
That was really fast.
Yeah. And here we need to update this, so we're gonna refresh this. So here we have that list view. Oh, looky there. It does work.
That's beautiful.
It does work. I love that. Oh, nice. It's not animating though, which is not what I want. Or maybe it is and I'm just not seeing it. Let's go here and here. There's that pin code that we set up 2 weeks ago. So, let's see.
Yeah, that pin code started working like after you stopped live streaming, huh? We couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
During
Yeah,
the live stream.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So this is pretty much working. What we need to do is we need to make sure that this component updates on page change here. And then also, I think I have this wrong. So this is the list view. So let's go back into this toggle and update this to be false. Okay, cool. We have ease in, ease out. That's great. All right. Cool. Do you like to use Supabase? Caesar, I do not like to use Supabase, but I only don't like to use Supabase because Firebase is more powerful in FlutterFlow. So I just stick to that. So, okay, this is great. We have a little bit of overflow here. So we may provide a little bit more space, but this is like totally working, right? Let's see, where's my simulator at? Oh, I brought it over. There it is. Yeah, it is nice. It is working. We have some overflow. So let's go ahead and increase that, maybe width here. 32 by 32. I probably have a little bit of space. So let's just do like 74. All right. Cool. That's just the first thing. So that's the first thing that we are, that's like the first thing that we are going to do. Just a simple toggle that goes back and forth and showcases, like the selected state. I mean, this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Okay. Rebuild current component. Yes, that's fine. We sort of lost our animation here, but let's go back and see. There you go. Cool. Really glad that all worked. So next thing we want to do is we would like.
Maybe before moving on to the next thing, we can answer some of the questions.
Yes.
We got from FlutterXP. It says, when you decide to use a document as a parameter, how do you deal with having to expose all the document fields on the URL in the case of a web page?
Yep, that is an issue. So you can pass the document reference, and then you can query the document. Again, that's totally a way to do it. It's a question for somebody who understands more about data structuring than I do. I apologize. So, but it is a good question. Most of the fields are, yeah, I'm not going to go any further because I don't have an expert answer for it. So, good question. We should dive into it at some point. Thank you for joining FlutterXP. So, let's see. Yeah. Okay, cool. Any other questions?
There's one question, but it's more of a request at the end of the stream to do something to showcase how you can filter
Oh,
dynamically. You want to do that
yeah.
now or maybe at the end?
We'll do it at the end, because what I would like to do is
Bring-
I would like to like click on this map icon and then bring up like a card here. So
Yeah.
I would like to showcase that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because I think that's beneficial. Like almost any map view, like Google Maps or anything, like when you click on a thing, you want to see it. So, Pablo,
And
yes, this part isn't on the course, but this project is. So this is like a extracurricular activity for the course. So, all right, let's go ahead and we're going to just do one simple little thing. So you can, again, manage this from a page state if you would like, or we can just add a component. Here, we're going to do little create blank, and we're going to say show ride or modal ride details. Okay, cool. And then in that modal ride details, we will add a little container here that we want to float underneath here. We're going to wrap that in a column so we can float it at the bottom. So we'll do that. We're going to add a little bit of style in here, so like 12 pixels. We'll give it a border radius. No, we don't need a border actually. We do need a max width of 600. And for now, we'll do a height of 400. We'll just remove this. We'll go like there. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now you can't do it. You can't see anything in this because what we're going to do is we're going to drag in that ride document here. So we already have a ride card, right? We already have this guy. Just going to throw this guy in there. And on this container, all we're doing is setting a max width / height. Okay. And let's see. Okay, let's add some animation here. So we're going to just do a bottom sheet for this. It's going to be a simple click on the map element. This is going to pop up behind. So we actually won't need to do animation because it's going to automatically bottom sheet it. Cool. Let's do that. And on this main find ride, let's switch back over to the map view and select the Google map. And we're going to say action on marker tap, open bottom sheet, show. We're going to do a barrier color of accent 4 because that's going to be our overlay. Something to that, right? We need that this thing. We need this little guy, right? We need this little guy to actually have a parameter for this unique ride. So let's go ahead and pass that. Let's ride doc. Here, we're going to pass that. Rides. And again, maybe Flutter XP wants to give us add to your URL. Basically, all page parameters are visible in the URL. Okay, cool. This is good. This is good. We're always wondering about this exact thing. So thank you, Flutter XP, for lending your expertise. Please tell us if we're doing something wrong and we can do it better. We would love to know that. All right, map marker, pass parameter. We're just going to pass that ride document. Barf. Cool. Man, that was so fast and easy. Like this is the path forward. We're going to try to locate this. I don't know where my map went, or like where my map is in the middle of the ocean right now. I'm going to show my zoom. That's what I'm going to do on this map. I want to show my zoom markers. Hey, show zoom, interacting. Show two bars, show traffic on map. Nope. Center map on marker tab. Yes. Yep. All good. Okay. Let's try to restart this. We can go here and see if that works. And it did. It did work. Oh, we need our, obviously, See, you can't see this because it's something. We're going to remove that background from that container. There you go. Cool. Now we could have just done this bottom sheet with this card. I didn't know if this card had a max width on it. I guess we could have just set the max width and then we could have just done that. So again, all of those things are possible, but there you go. You have this little ride details now. And if you wanted to, this is utilizing a bottom sheet, right? So this is just a little bottom sheet. We get our ride details. We can, if we had an action on this, we could click this and get to the detail screen. Do we have this non-dismissible? Let's see this. Let's go ahead and click this to dismiss bottom sheet. Want a way to, and that's another thing. Let's say we wanted to have an icon button here. There you go. And we wanted a close icon here. So close this bottom sheet. All right. Now this is in a max width. So let's wrap this in a column and let's bring this down here so that we don't have to worry about it. And we can right align it and add this here. Perfect. And I'm going to change this to our accent 4 actually. And our accent 4. This is just, accent 4 is our overlay. So it's going to just act as, oh, nice. And we can also just remove this container height. We don't need it anymore. Perfect. Dismiss bottom sheet here. All right. So let's see. Max, dump. Oh, click that, click out. Click out, nice. Cool. All right, 0, 0, 0. I need to make sure that I have that set up correctly on the responsive. Sweet. So we have our list view of rides and we have our map view of rides. And we even have our custom map icons here. I need to stop zooming. For some reason, a lot of lag going on in this, so I apologize. Here, we'll just, obviously, just come back to it. Perfect. Click that. And we have that. Perfect. And we just removed that. So if we update this again, we should get that. Cool. Oh, yeah, I'll move the simulator. Sorry. Perfect. Mark, thanks for being on top of things. I appreciate that, dude. Cool.
Of course, man. That's why I'm here.
All right. All right. Let's see. Any good? Only one ride on the map. Pablo, no, there's actually multiple. I have, let's see. Sorry. I'm going to do it on the browser, I think, because it's a little less wonky for now. I just have a lot going on my computer. So let's do this. And if we zoom out of here, we should have a few more rides up here. And we should have a ride up here. And we should have even more rides in San Antonio. Those are all in Los Angeles. But if we come down to Texas, you know, we have some San Antonio rides.
It's mind blowing.
Bad, right? Pretty cool. Set space on list view and reorderable. So you had to add Patty to the child. Cool, cool, cool. Pablo, hopefully this helps. You can take like so once you, again, this page, this little guy, and even like the details page of this and how to create rides, we go over all of that in the No Code UI platform. You produce this as like a deliverable. And then if you ever wanted to add more, right? Like I said, for those that weren't here at the beginning, Mark and I work on multiple of these projects a week. We have 3 client projects right now that all require this functionality. List of things, map view of things. Click them, click the thing, probably go to detail screen, something like this. So it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool that you can do this all in FlutterFlow, all dynamically, right? This is all real data coming from a database. And it's just pretty easy. We were able to do that on camera in 35 minutes. So not bad, right? Okay. Next, Mark, what was the thing that we needed to do next? Let's see. We wanted to search things or filter things. Okay. That's great. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. We're going to come back to our main ride home. Okay. And for this, we're going to try to filter this database query based off of something. Okay. So in our homepage here, we have this like types of rides. Okay. So I'm going to just grab these little guys. I don't know what's going on there. Main rides. Okay. On this page, let's say you want to do it from multiple types of filters. For now, we're just going to do the type of ride and maybe the number, maybe the number of rides. Okay. For this, I'm going to utilize an in drawer. So let's go ahead and add a drawer to this page. Okay. And I want to stylize this page or this in drawer. So I'm going to drag a container in there so I can brand that or make it in accordance with my theme, light and dark mode. And then we can add a column in here. And in that column, we'll add a little bit of spacing. Actually 12. I think in drawers automatically, I don't know if they automatically add spacing, sorry, safe area. So let's do cross-axis alignment start. And let's say apply filters. We'll make this title large. And we'll make this little guy there. We'll set a little bit of space in between these. And I'm going to say, please adjust the selections below to update the rides. Oh, rides that are visible. Okay. We're going to do the same construct, but instead of just choice chips, we're going to do an app state, or sorry, a page state again, and we're going to filter based off that page state. I'm hoping this is going to work. So if it doesn't work, oh well. Again, I'm going to go back to that. Let's see. We have views here. View main homepage. Steal this. Come back here and edit in drawer. Add. Yes. Set. Okay. We're going to do ride type here. So this is just me setting up ride type. We're going to add a little divider here above it to separate. This is me doing some product design as well. 32. Now let's do 24 here. I said 24 and I did 4. So 12 is probably good. All right, cool. Ride type. Let's go ahead and update page date. So type. You know, I bet you we can do this back in query. Filtering with that, with just the choice chips. Okay, we probably could. Yeah, it lives on the page. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just, again, this is the first time I've done filtering with something else other than choice chips directly on the page. So awesome. And I will get to your questions about the platform. So yes, you can expect more content, 100%. There's a lot of balance going on. So, all right. right now we are querying. So this backend query that we have on the page is no filters whatsoever. So what we would like to do is we'd like to filter the category equal to this, but we want to do a little bit more than that. We want to do a conditional value if the choice chips equals all, we're going to make that null here. And then if it's not equal null, we'll do the choice chips. So there you go. Category. There's the first one. And we need an ability to open this. So let's go ahead and add in an icon button up here. So icon button. Add that in up there. Let's do 8, 12, and 8 on the padding. And let's go ahead and do it to 12. Let's do a filter. Yeah, this sort of works. Okay. This will be our trigger to open that in drawer. Drawer. Open in drawer. Perfecto. Okay. I want to make this stylistically the same. So let's do 8 pixels because that's what we have over here. Okay. Cool. So this is going to open the side drawer, which is going to open this filters, which is going to filter the rides in the background. Sick. Nice. This is great. It's actually superb, but we probably want a few things like we don't know where this filter is coming from. Okay. So even though it's in the sidebar, we don't know that we're viewing all rides. We also don't know how many rides we are viewing. So let's go ahead and add, I think we're going to need to, oh yeah, let's go ahead and add a few other things. And since this is a stack, which is great, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to say on this list view, let's do start spacing of 64. Perfect. And then we can drag in a container to this stack here. And we'll make this 64 or maybe like 56. We'll span it all the way across. Right. Perfect. And then we will say, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to show how many items are listed. So we have the number of queries in that document. We need to move this. Oh, let's do this. I'm going to move, sorry. I have the backend call coming from a container that's just wrapping the conditional builder. And I want that container to wrap the entire stack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move this up to this. Can I move? Okay. I'm going to wrap this stack in another container. I'm going to say rides document. And then we can do this amazing little thing that FlutterFlow gives us, which is just moving a backend query and then automatically passing everything that we need. It's superb. I love it. We don't have any bugs. We don't have anything that gave us problems. So we can then access a row here in this container. And let's add some spacing here to 16 and 16. And we'll say results. And we'll do number of rides, number of items. Perfect. We'll do that. And we'll change the value to like maybe that. We'll provide a little spacing here. That's perfect. And we can also, oh, this is where that page state comes in. This is great. We have 15 more minutes. Man, this is fun. Okay. Currently, we're making that filter based off of the widget state of the choice chips. Okay. So you have to access that filters panel to get those filters, right? Like there's no way to update that choice chip if it's closed. But if we change the filter, it's just a string that we're getting from that choice chip to a page state. So let's do that. Let's say filter category, right? Because maybe later we'll have some more filters when I have more time to plan this. Maybe in the second course of getting started, like continuing, we will talk about all of this. But we're going to do just a single string. Awesome. And then we are going to update that. So if we edit the in drawer, this choice chip, we can update the component state. So, or update the page state, sorry. Update the page state here. And we're going to now do that same filter but we're going to, instead of doing it based off of the choice chips, we're going to do it based off of this page state. Okay. This is going to be fun. And then we're going to have access to that outside of the choice chips. So let's see, page state, component, filter. Oh yeah, we'll do all. Okay. It's probably going to give us some problems. We can set this choice chip, right? Here we have it set from just all, but we can set it from the page state now. So that even when you come back and forth, it's going to be selected. Oh, that's going to be great. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and hide this in drawer. And then what we get to do is we can actually remove, right? We can now showcase a tag out here. So I'm just going to do like a little container. I'm going to do like 36. It's going to be our primary color on a border and our accent 1. It's going to be 8 pixels. And it's going to be 2 border width. And let's throw a little row in there, here and here. And then we're going to say, this is going to be our page state filter category. All. And we can now remove this width here. We're going to have a little icon as well. Here, we're just going to, what I'm trying to do is provide a way for the user to remove the filters. Okay. It's a very common structure. Again, in all of these constructs, this is a very common structure. So how do you do this in FlutterFlow? That's what we're doing. Close. Oop. All right. And we're just going to do primary text as well. All right. Now on this guy, I want that filter to flow all the way to the right. I also only want this to show if all is not selected. Okay, because like all is going to be null anyways. So we're only going to show this if that page state filter category is not equal to all. Okay, and then what we're going to do is, sorry, I know this is multiple steps, and I know I'm going fast. It's part of the live. You guys can always run this back slowly if you need to rewatch it. We're going to update. Okay, we're going to update the page state with this filter category. We're just going to set the value to all. What that's going to do is it's going to clear whatever other filter there is, and then just set it to all. It's also going to hide this little guy. So that's going to be fun. And we're going to see the results here, which is also going to be fun. Okay, let's go ahead and hot reload. Let's see. Oh, we have 8 results. That's nice. We already have that. Cool. Oh, I think it's going to work. All right. So we have group ride, private ride. We have 1 result. Oh, we have group ride, 5 results. Oh my gosh, looky there. And oh yeah, that's nice. And then it doesn't clear the value. Huh. Doesn't clear the value. Oh, maybe I need to update it. Maybe it's just not. Maybe it didn't get our last action. Okay. Update, filter, rebuild current page. Yeah. $10 says it's just not getting our current rebuild. Okay. This one will be faster. Awesome. So a little bit of filtering, right? A little bit of showing dynamic results. And this is superb. Superb. Just yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this. Oh, updating, not updating that. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. We're not getting access to that. Let's see. Rebuild. We're setting the value to all. We're rebuilding the current page. Yes. Interesantes. Okay. Okay. I don't know why this isn't working. I don't know why. I do not know why. These should be working, and it's not. So again, probably work in 10 minutes. Probably just like something. But there's some great questions going on in the chat, and so I wanted to answer them. We have about 8 minutes left. Yeah. First, Mark, I know sometimes Gmaps can be very frustrating. Just working with maps in general can be frustrating. So I hope that this helps you. And yeah, I hope that it helps you. And hopefully you can not struggle as much after this. We've done maps a couple times on this, but it really requires a good amount of setup. Like I had to spend this morning setting this up, Google Keys, Place Picker API, all this stuff. So JP also wonders, when can we expect more content on the platform? Probably over the next month. I'll be traveling, but I will probably record a couple tutorials in my hotel rooms. Yeah, that don't require viewing my face, essentially. So yeah, I'm going to try to come up with some design principles because that's going to be a lot of presentation and really diving into the basics. How do you create a beautiful design? Period. And then how do you implement that design into FlutterFlow? I feel like we're getting to the point where some people can implement a lot of stuff in FlutterFlow, but maybe it's not beautiful. Maybe it's not as beautiful as we would like it to be, right? We struggle with this all the time. So we get it. It's hard, but I would love to increase that education. So over the next month, specifically end of July, like middle to end of July, there'll be a good amount of content coming out, especially paid. And the iOS app currently is held up by me not offering in-app purchases. So I need to offer Revenue Cat along with limit squeezy and stuff. So Pablo, I think I just answered this question. August is really the idea behind the paid course. There'll be a few more free courses, probably just like going through this stuff like this. Yeah, it'll be pretty easy. And robust native integration. Yeah, Joseph, I think Mark and Joseph and Pablo are having a conversation about what is better, Firebase or Supabase. Really, what Firebase gives you over Supabase and FlutterFlow currently is the ability for social logins, because we don't have Apple login for Supabase right now. Therefore, you can have social logins on mobile apps. You can on web apps. Push notifications. That's a big one for mobile apps. I think just period. It's very beneficial to have push notifications. So I just stick with Firebase because of that. And then, yeah, Joseph here just ran a local run on Chrome. If I pass in a document as a parameter, it only exposes the doc ref, not the entire document. Okay, that's good to know. Joseph, thanks for trying that out. This is great. Yes, Kareem, I'm glad filtering is helpful. What I would like is probably like to do multiple filters. I don't know how easy or simple that is with this, this format. So Algolia search, I know somebody has been asking me for advanced filtering on an Algolia search. So eventually when I have time, maybe we'll do that. But okay, cool. Mark, you got a shout out. Thanks for helping, dude. Thanks for keeping us on point.
Oh man,
Appreciate it
thank
too.
you, Tyson.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Flutter XP and Joseph having some good conversations. So
Did we answer Daniel's question earlier?
let's see. What did Daniel ask? Yeah, reorderable list spacing. Man, this is Daniel. We're all in the same boat with you, man. I want to empathize with you. Okay. I feel your pain. I don't have a solution. It's just, it's just literally adding padding to the child. You don't really, we can keep seeing that. Let's see. Enable when you add padding to the child. Yeah. I mean, I've just added padding to the child for that. Spacing is difficult in that. And I think it may be a FlutterFlow issue, could be a Flutter issue, but I know there's some issue, like just setting up a reorderable list is a multi-step process in and of itself. So yeah. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Well, if we have any other questions, we have 4 minutes. I feel like we've done a lot in this. For those that are just joining or that watch this later and just want to scroll to the end and see what we did, here it is. We have a list view here. We have the results of our backend query. We have a map view. We have the ability to click on a map item. Oh, somewhere. We should have the ability to click on a map item. Oh, let's see. Well, maybe I lost that. Oh, you know what I did? $10 says that container is covering it or something like that. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to move this container 64. All right. I don't know why we lost access to our map view. Okay. Well, you should be able to click on one of these items and get the details that pop up over here. Applied filtering for our group rides. So that is what we did. We did filtering. We did map list view. We did a custom toggle, icon toggle that animates how to make this a component so it works. How to make this come from one backend query so that each time you switch this, right, you don't get a new query. You're not getting new reads, right? This is just all one read. All good stuff. So this one is pretty cool. I like this. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, I think it's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Very clean.
I don't know why our map thing is not working anymore, but maybe it's a timeout issue. There it is. There you go. We get this little guy. Unique map. Yeah, unique map clicking. So these are new rides. Sweet. So, oh, sorry. I'll move this guy. So yeah, we get unique maps here. And that's what we accomplished during this live stream. I think it's quite a lot. So yes, thank you all for joining. Really, seriously, like thanks for joining. We will take a small break from this because I will be traveling over the next little bit. So yeah, I'll be traveling. So we're not going to be, it'll be mid-July before we do another one of these. Just so you guys know. Okay. Yeah, it'll be mid-July before we do another live stream, but we do plan on continuing them.
And what you can do as well is in the no code UI app, you can leave some feedback And even ask questions of like, hey, can you showcase this in your next live stream? And
yes.
we
Oh,
can-
100%. 100%. You guys can always request. You can always request. You can tweet at me or reach out through the No Code UI platform to request a topic for the live stream or just something. So that's great. Let's see. Prevent that from being copied to download it. Higher freelancer would be a nice feature. Yes, Kareem, I agree with you on this one. Oh my gosh, I do agree with that. I've benefited from it in some ways, but also I've been burned by this. So yeah, I agree. I think FlutterFlow in general is working on sort of some of this privacy stuff and project management in the long haul. Like it was very V0. It was very bare bones to begin with. So as they grow, they're gonna work on that workspace management, etc. So thank y'all for joining. You guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next month.
Yeah,
So
see you guys.
thank you again, Mark.